Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to talk about the transit of Rahu and Ketu. And if you're really interested about learning more about their transit, remember I just wrote a book last year called Rahu and Ketu, Your Karmic Destiny Through Eclipses. And what this book is about is the transit of Rahu and Ketu. And remember, Rahu is the north node of the moon, Ketu is the south node of the moon. And wherever they are going to be where the eclipses are occurring. Let me explain what the nodes of the moon actually are, because they are not actually planets. What they are is where the moon crosses the ecliptic. The ecliptic is the apparent path of the sun around the earth. Where the moon crosses the ecliptic going in upward motion is called Rahu, which is the north node of the moon. And as it crosses the ecliptic opposite of the north node of the moon will be the south node of the moon. So that is Ketu. So these 2 points are exactly opposite degree and minute, the north and the south node, Rahu and Ketu. And these points are so specific to our karma, to our destiny, and they create the biggest changes in life. It takes 18.5 years for Rahu and Ketu to go through all 12 signs of the zodiac. Therefore, every 18.5 years, we have the biggest, most radical shifts in our life. When we're 18.5, we leave home, we go away to college. Our life changes drastically. And this is the power of the nodes, or Rahu and Ketu. So they move in a very erratic motion. They move approximately 1.5 degrees per month. But if you'll look at something called the mean node or the true node is the true movement of the nodes, which is very erratic, because around the time of eclipses, they stand still for 3 months. And then all of a sudden, after a 3-month period, they start to move very, very fast. Remember, the nodes are always moving backwards, though. They do not move forward ever, but there's this erratic, well, it looks like they move erratically back and forth. But they will move. If you take the mean motion throughout the year, they will move 1.5 degrees per month, but it will take 18.5 months, 1.5 years, for them to change signs. So after 1.5 years, then they'll shift signs and the eclipses will be falling in those signs. So they create eclipses. And as an astrologer, I have often said eclipses are our most potent way to make predictions, because they block out the light. They change everything. So from the darkness, we're able to see things we couldn't see before. So they uncover secrets and things we didn't know about. And many times I say, to really understand what's going on now and the things that are being revealed that you didn't know about, they're surfacing, go back 18.5 years and you'll better understand what's happening now relative to that time. So right now, as we speak, the year of 2018, we have Rahu in Cancer and Ketu in Capricorn. So this is where the eclipses are falling. And the last time they were in these signs were 1999-2000. So think for a moment, where were they? Or what was happening to you then? Things will surface, things will return. You'll look at these things again. So let me talk about Rahu and Ketu through the different houses. And always remember, when I speak, I'm talking about the sidereal Vedic zodiac, not the Western tropical zodiac. So if you want to find where your houses are relative to this system, you can always go to my website, to the free chart calculator, which is galacticcenter.org. Now let me go through the houses, because when you have Rahu in the first, you have Ketu in the seventh. So they're always opposite. So with Rahu in the first and Ketu in the seventh, it's always going to be about relationship issues, always. So you're having to work on, to deal, to heal what's going on. If there are things that have been swept under the carpet and not dealt with, trust me, when either Rahu or Ketu go into the first or seventh house, You're going to deal with it. You're going to change. You've got to wake up. You've got to look at your relationships differently. Ketu, if it's transiting your 7th, that's going to be a very difficult time for relationships. Many times some people and things may come back from the past as well when Ketu is in the 7th. Rahu in the 1st, you are changing. Even your environment changes. Maybe where you're living, how you see the world, it will all change. But reverse that, where you have Ketu in the 7th and Ketu in the 1st, Rahu in the 7th, you're going to find that when Ketu goes to the 1st, you feel disconnected from the world. You don't feel like you fit in anywhere. But Rahu transiting the 7th, your partners are very dominant, domineering, and will take charge and cause some problems in your relationships that need to be worked on. It's not that they're going to ruin it, but it's going to have to, it will bring up, because remember, this means this is where the eclipses are falling, in the 1st and the 7th house. So let's talk about Rahu and Ketu in the 2nd and the 8th. If you have Rahu in the 2nd, it'll be a time of financial gains. Ketu in the 8th, there will be some losses through deaths, through family matters. Things will happen that people could pass on, or even through inheritances, but you don't feel like you will get what you thought you'd get through inheritances with Ketu transiting the 8th house. But shift that around, put Ketu in the 2nd, you may find that this is a time of losses financially. Be careful of your spending. Rahu in the 8th, though, money will come through other people. Your partner this is a time that they will make more money. This is a time when you could come into a large inheritance, something more than you expected. If you have Rahu and Ketu in the 3rd and the 9th house, what is that going to be all about? Education, travel, learning. So Rahu in the 3rd, you may take new classes. You may get involved in a lot more computer technological studies, things using computers, travel plans. You will be going, but more about short distances. And you may have some breakups with your siblings, because Rahu is a planet of separation. Now put Ketu in the 9th. This could be the demise of your father. His health may fail. He may go downwards. Maybe he's retiring, but something's going on where he's changing and his life is becoming different. And it's not always so easy. But shift that around. Put Ketu in the 3rd and Rahu in the 9th. Rahu in the 9th will bring you to foreign places, new adventures. It will bring you to new discoveries in what you believe spiritually, the truth, and teachers. Ketu in the 3rd, this could be losses around siblings. It could be that you are changing in terms of your outlook and what you believe in as well. So let's shift over to Rahu and Ketu transiting the 4th and the 10th house. So this will be changes in career and home and family. Where you live may change in accordance to your career. So if Ketu's in the 4th, you can rest assured you're probably going to be moving, especially this year with transiting Mars comes together 2018 during the month of July. Around that time, things will get heated up around family matters. And remember, when I'm talking about these houses, for everyone, what I'm saying will become more intense during the months of May through November. Why? Because Mars will be transiting with Ketu aspecting Rahu, making a major trigger here. So let's talk about Ketu in the 4th. There could be the demise, the loss around home, family, a move, or maybe there's some problems with your mother. Rahu in the 10th, major career changes, opportunities, but they would cause you to have to change where you're living. So that's Rahu in the 10th, major opportunities with your work. But Ketu in the 10th, trust me, you will probably change jobs, especially this year of 2018, because Ketu is going to be with Mars from May to November. So let's talk about transiting Rahu and Ketu in the 5th and the 11th. Rahu in the 5th, this could be new opportunities for your family, growing children, but Be careful, because Rahu there can cause separation. There could be miscarriages. There could be problems with getting pregnant. As well as with Rahu there, this is a great time for investments, investing. Things tend to grow and change in that area in a positive light. But Ketu in the 11th, you'll be losing some friends, maybe disagreements or moving away or even illness. And the way that you expect your life to go, your aspirations, these are all changing with Ketu in the 11th. Or maybe there's some problems with your eldest sibling. So switch those around. Rahu in the 11th, you'll be meeting very powerful, influential people in your life this year. Ketu in the 5th, you have all sorts of new, interesting, spiritual ideas. But the mind is extremely, extremely active. But with Ketu Mars going through the 5th house, Ketu in the 5th, between May and November, watch out for your children. This could be that they could get sick, or, I don't want to worry anybody, because most of the time this will not happen. It can't happen for everyone that's going through that, but it may just mean that you have disagreements or arguments with your kids. That's probably what will happen and come out of this, disagreements with children. Okay, so when we look at Rahu and Ketu transiting through the 6th and the 12th house, let's say you have Rahu in the 6th. This is a time that you will get into healing. You will wake up. It's time that you have to change some bad habits. Ketu in the 12th house, mystical spiritual dreams. Do some dream analysis. Start looking at what you're dreaming, what you're seeing, because this can have some powerful repercussions. You will have prophetic dreams. Do some dream analysis. So, when I look at Rahu in the 6th, this is very positive in terms of helping you get healthier because it strengthens the immune system. But shift those around. Ketu in the 6th, Rahu in the 12th. Rahu in the 12th, you are not resting peacefully. You're having troubles staying asleep, getting to sleep, and that has its repercussions on your health because you're not rested. But Ketu in the 6th house could represent that you're having problems at work. You're not working well with other co-workers. People are not showing up. You're doing your work. They're causing you problems at work. Or maybe you have to change jobs. And you're not feeling so well with Ketu in the 6th house. Be aware. So also when Rahu does transit the 6th, this could mean a lot of stress at work in the workplace with employees or with co-workers. Remember, the 6th house deals with employees, and with Ketu in the 6th house, many times this can be the loss of a pet. So not always, but this is the generality of what you will see with Rahu and Ketu, where the eclipses are falling through all 12 of the houses. And remember, if you have them in the 1st or the 7th, between May and November, this will be intense for relationships and can cause some breakups. Some serious things have to be addressed in relationships, May through November, if Rahu and Ketu's in your 1st or 7th house. Either way, Ketu in the 7th, Rahu in the 7th. So if they're in the 2nd, watch out for financial situations, especially those months of May through November. In the 3rd house, there's going to be some many changes in trips, plans, and maybe associations with your siblings, especially around May to November. And as I said, if you have Rahu and Ketu either in the 4th or the 10th, there's going to be a change in your work, in your career, and possibly where you're living. Now, this covers all 12 signs. I hope you've gotten a good understanding of the many shifts and changes that the transit of Rahu and Ketu and where the eclipses will be falling in your birth chart. So if you would like more information about me or you would like a reading, you can always go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Or if you would like to learn Vedic astrology from me, go to my university, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.